Hey, this is Kathleen. Today I'm going to show you how to add events to the calendar on your website. So to get started, what you're going to want to do is go ahead and go to your browser and enter your URL into the address bar. Type in after the URL, type in /wp-admin/. And that's going to bring you to your WordPress login screen. And so here you're going to put in your username and your password, and there's an option to remember your username and password, so you can click on that if you like. In this case, I'm just going to go ahead and log in. So that's going to bring you to your WordPress dashboard, and you'll see here the various dashboard panels, and I can explain those to you sometime if you like. But for now, I think what I'm going to focus on for a second is the dashboard menu. So these are just the various options for updating and editing your website. So now we're going to just focus on this events menu item. So if you hover over that, you're going to see a few options there. And so you want to pick Add New. And so that's going to bring you to the event page. And so the first thing that you're going to want to do is add a descriptive and informative event title. And then below that you can add event details in this content box. Then if you scroll down, you'll see this section for event settings, and here's where you'll put in the event date and time. So this plugin is called EventON, has a specific date format, so your best bet is probably to use this calendar function. So to select the event start date, you'll want to pick a date from this calendar, and so let's say that there's going to be an event on August 3rd, and then you go over to select a time, and let's say it's going to start at 7:30. You want to indicate AM or PM, so I'll indicate PM in this case. And then usually your performances are single day events, so you'll want to go back to the calendar function for the end date, and you'll click in the same day, so that'll be August 3rd. And then you'll want to put the end time in, and so let's say it's going to end at 8:30, and then we'll put PM there. And this plugin actually offers an option to add repeating events, and you can do that at some point, but in this case I'm going to bypass that step. So then you want to scroll down to add the event location, and here it's important to add the street address, the city and the state, and the zip code. So I'm going to put in an address here, and that's an address that you'll be familiar with. And you can click here to generate a Google map. So after adding the location, you have an option to add an event organizer. So let's say in this case, Joe's Movement Emporium is putting on the event. And you also have an option to add an event link. And here you can put in the entire URL for the event, but in this case I'll just use your web address. And then if you scroll down below, you'll see some options for custom fields, but I don't think you really need to worry about that too much right now. So you can just go ahead and scroll back up to the top of the page, and there are a couple more options that you can add. So here you can add an event color, and I actually just set up this color when installing the plugin. So, and I picked the color because it matches the rest of the color scheme for the website. So then before you publish, what you want to do is pick an event type. So in this case, let's select performance. And then you also have the option to save your work in case you're typing in a lot of detail about the event. You might want to go ahead and save your draft before publishing, but in this case I'm just going to go ahead and publish. So then once we publish, you'll want to go to the front end of the site. So you click on over to this top menu, click on Visit Site, and then we can navigate over to the schedule page. And you'll see that the event that we just created is on the calendar. And just to make sure everything is correct, you can go through and check out all the details, and you can see the description that we just put in is right here. The time, 7:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. There's the location, and there's the Google map, and here's the organizer information, and then here is where we put the link back to your homepage. So that's it. I hope this was helpful.